Motion Sickness by our girl Phoebe Bridgers. I do know why people are telling you to play capo on the first fret. I'm not saying that's wrong. It's correct. It's going to be the same chords, but we're going to be tuned down half a step to get the overall lower sound that you're hearing. You're going to be playing in D, so it's going to be all the chords you should know and love. D, G, A, B minor, F sharp minor. When you come from this F sharp minor, you can just grab this G bar chord, and you're going to need to know that because in the bridge, you're going to have that bar chord, the A bar chord, and the B minor bar chord. We'll talk about that as we get there, but I think it's going to fit the overall tone of this sound coming from this song, I should say. You can even go a step further if you want to tune down your sixth string full step down from half step down. So if you look at your tuner, it will tell you it's going to be a C sharp or a D flat. So when you strum your D chord, you can strum all the six strings, but then it makes the other chord shapes a little bit wonky. So for this lesson, we'll just stick with a half step down for all six strings. So like I said, starting off on that D chord, and don't be afraid to grab this fifth string when you're coming on the way down from that. I think it's going to be a great sound you want to achieve. So don't be afraid to hit that. She's going to start singing. That's where your G comes in. Hey, you for what you did, and I miss you like a little kid. I faked it every time. That's alright. I could hardly feel anything. I hardly feel anything at all. It's going to have that quick AD at the last line there, at the tail end of it. You can grab and make the full shape of that A right before your D, but you don't necessarily have to strum all the way for that A major chord. If you want to just hit that open fifth string and then the D, I think it's going to be fine. I hardly feel anything, I hardly feel anything at all. So don't be afraid to grab that. Like I said, if you even grab that fifth string while strumming that D chord. Verse 2 is going to be the same thing as verse 1, and then you're going to get into this chorus. So at the tail end of that last line, bum bum, I have emotional motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could stream the drown you out. And the same thing, I think I hear very faintly that A right before that D for that little space between the chorus and verse 3. Now, when we go back a little bit to the chorus on that E minor, I'm actually targeting the fifth string down because I think this could be the lowest sound that you're going to be hearing. Don't be afraid if you hit the sixth string, especially when you're strumming, coming back up and down with it. So just that's what I'm doing at least, so keep that in mind. Verse 3 is going to be the same thing as verse 1 and 2. It's going to have a double chorus with different lyrics the second time, and then the interlude. So at the end of the chorus where it tags, I'll play it and suggest that you end on a G bar chord right after these two lines here. You know I'm never gonna let you have it, but I will try to drown you out. Because this next part here, the interlude bridge, is gonna have a G, A, and B minor, but it's going to be well in your best interest to play them all bar chords and to start off here because you want to climb up to your A. And just keep this cadence in mind. It's going to have two times of this without her singing. It's going to have A, B minor, G. And we're playing like power chordish, right? We're not strumming all the way down. This is the three fat strings there. Bum, bum, bum. It's going to have that two times before she starts singing. It's going to be a little bit awkward when she starts singing too, so just keep the cadence in mind. It's going to be like a little bit of playing, and then you said when you met me you were bored. You said when you met me you were bored, and you were in a band when I that turnaround. But let's get back to that little bridge part there. So it was kind of hard to sing and play at the same time. So like I said, just keep it in mind when you're doing this cadence of bum, bum, bum. It's going to have that structure And then on that last line there, it's going to hang on that A. And you were in a band. That's going to be your E minor bar chord here. And then at the tail end of it, when I was born, it's an E major, so that's why I'm picking this spot here for this E minor instead of down there, because I think it's going to be easily accessible to switch from that E minor to that E major. So last line again here, and you were in a band when I was born. Build up to it. I have emotional motion sickness. Alright, okay, so that should be the song. Like I said, hopefully this helped out, and that's is my way of doing it. It's neither right or wrong, but in my opinion, it's going to sound better than the capoed version. So there you go. Have some fun. Tune a little bit differently. Experiment. That's what we're all here to do, is learn and have some fun.